Hello and welcome to this new weekly vlog. It is Thursday today and today marks the first time I'm actually filming for this vlog. I don't know, I had kind of a busy week but nothing fun happened so far. I mostly did like uni work, like master thesis stuff, and worked, like went to work. So the usual happened. So I didn't film anything the first 3 days of the week, but I feel like the next couple of days are going to be fun because I have a lot of social stuff planned actually. I'm seeing quite a lot of people, so well, it's going to be difficult to film then, but I mean, I'm doing stuff, so I'm going to take you along with me. Also, I don't know if it's noticeable with the videos I'm putting out, but I took last week off from filming, so there's no weekly vlog from last week. I think the last time I filmed was on Sunday when Manya and this other friend, I'm still figuring out whether I want to say names or not, but like another friend, you saw him, but well, if you saw him I probably can tell you his name. He's called Malta, but I'm gonna ask if it's fine with him if I say his name. And if not, I'm gonna cut out the part where I say his name. So, this is weird. I feel like there are two main reasons why I didn't film last week. And the first one is that, well, a lot happened. Like, I've been places, but it wasn't necessarily fun. Or I couldn't film there. And the second one was that I didn't feel that great and I didn't feel like picking up a camera. So that's that, but let me catch you up on what happened last week. Okay, well, first off, it was absolutely boiling last week. Like, it was so goddamn hot, it wasn't fun anymore. I mean, I hate the heat. I hate summer in general. But mostly due to the heat. And I feel like this heat wave caught a lot of countries. Also Germany. I hated it so goddamn much, so I went home to my parents because they built a pool this year and I took advantage of that. So on Thursday last week, a week ago, keep that in mind, it's going to be important later, I spent pretty much the entire day at the pool, which was great. I mean, at least on one hand, because I couldn't feel the heat at all, because I spent pretty much the entirety of the day in the pool, and I'm not even exaggerating, like, I spent at least 6 consecutive hours in there, and I mean, I did put sunscreen on, like, even twice on my face, as well as on my décolleté, how do you say that? Décolleté, but on my body it took me like 2 hours to put it on there. And I mean, I spent a lot of time in the water, so I probably should have reapplied it, but I didn't, and you all know where this is going. I got the worst sunburn ever. Like, I don't think I ever had a sunburn this bad. Like, I don't get sunburns that often because, I mean, I'm not usually spending a lot of time in the sun and I'm mostly wearing like long sleeve things. I spent a lot of time on like a mattress in the water. So my legs as well as my arms were exposed to the sun. Like from 10 AM to like 4 PM. So my arms as well as my legs were so red. I'm gonna show you some photos now, or like videos or whatever. I complained a lot about this on Instagram. I mean, it was my own stupidity, so I'm the only one to blame here. But like, yeah. So right now, my skin is not hurting as bad anymore. Like, I can feel like I can move again. My skin felt so tight because like the day after I spent pretty much the entire day on the couch with like cold water bottles spread on my body because it felt like my skin was on fire. Also, when I went home, my mum gave me a photo of myself when I was like 17, maybe 18, but I feel like it's probably more like 17-ish. And it's a picture an actual photographer took of me for job applications. So I look so different on the photo. I feel like you can tell that it's me, but like the vibe is so different. Like, I'm gonna show you this picture of myself. I feel like it's so obvious that my mom put me in these clothes. I'm not usually wearing like pink blouses or blouses in general, and my hair is straightened, so I feel like it's very obvious that I'm like supposed to look very nice or approachable, whatever. I feel like I look like such a good girl in here. Probably they even made me like take off my black nail polish and like made me not apply eyeliner, because from like 14 to pretty much 18 I had this phase where I put on a lot of winged eyeliner, and when I say like winged eyeliner, I'm still wearing that, but like extremely winged eyeliner, like also such a big black line that you could barely see my eyelids. And that was cool, that was a look, but this is so not a good representation of myself. I look so like well behaved in this picture, which probably was like the intention of the photo. I feel like this photo was taken during a time in which I thought about becoming a midwife, and I feel like that would be such a badass job. Maybe it would have been cool to do it, but I didn't. I applied to uni, so, well, now I'm a psych major, but this was a fun memory. I also had my first in-person seminar at uni last week, on Saturday as well as on Sunday, and I mean, we could have been mad about like the timing of that. Like, weekend seminars are not fun in general. I mean, I can only speak for myself, but I feel like we were so happy that we got the opportunity to go back to uni, because it's our last semester and our days are numbered. Like, I think the semester is ending in like mid-July. I mean, obviously it's going longer than that, but like classes are only up until mid-July, so like about 3 weeks, and that is so frightening. Don't want to think about that, but like it was so cool. And I mean, it was a very practical seminar, and we spent a lot of time in groups, and I love my group, and it's a very like intense time, because a lot of it is like talking about yourself and your like inner world and your feelings, and yeah, so I feel like it's very important to have a group that you feel like secure in, and to have people that you trust. Which brings me to what I'm doing today. So today I'm going over to one of my group members' place, and I feel like it's going to be fun because we haven't hung out like in private before, so I feel like that is exciting. And we're all bringing food so we can eat together, and I made brownies for that, and I also bought like bread and like hummus or something like that, something to dip the bread in, and I also bought like watermelon. So that is gonna be good, I'm sure of that. And also the brownies are delicious. Like, I already tried them and they were very good. I mean, like, they were still warm, so that was good. That was well good. What I'm telling you has no chronological order whatsoever, because I already talked about last week as well as today, but like yesterday. This makes no sense, but I wanted to talk to you about it because Monia came over yesterday, as per usual, and we watched Parasite. And I feel like, I mean, obviously that movie has been talked about a lot in like 2019, because, or like 2020, I feel like it won an Oscar, like multiple ones, right? In like 2019. I don't know. I mean, it came out in 2019, I'm sure of that, but I don't know when the Oscars were. So we watched that, and I feel like the mixture of like comedy as well as horror is very intriguing. And we had no clue whatsoever about the plot, so everything that happened was quite surprising to us. And obviously, I mean, to be honest. Afterwards you watch like an Parasite ending explained video because there was so much going on, and I feel like the metaphors of the movie when it comes to like class differences in Korea, like South Korea, are unmatched. I mean, like every detail in this movie is thought through, so that was so cool. But like the actual plot that we saw was weird, and I'm not sure if it was like weird in a good or bad way, because I appreciate that movie for what it's doing. Also, like the set and the actors were so good, but like the plot itself, when you didn't think about like what the plot was doing, like the purpose of the plot, was so strange, and I was horrified. There were some scenes, I mean, I'm not usually a very easily scared person, like jump scares and stuff like that, I'm not falling for that, but like the feeling of like having someone live in your house without your knowledge of it, and like people exploiting you. I mean, that's a whole other discussion if like the people that work for the rich family were actually exploiting them, but like, I mean, they lied to them, and so like what they did and what was happening downstairs. I'm not elaborating on that because you might not have seen that movie, but like all of that was horrifying. I mean, going to bed, I didn't think about it anymore, but like probably only because I'm living in this tiny ass flat and there's no chance for anybody to live here without me knowing. But I looked under the bed before going to bed. Like, definitely. Okay, there's that. I'm talking so much, but we haven't spoken in like 11 days. Yeah. Also yesterday, before Monia came over spontaneously after work, I redecorated some corners in my flat because I was supposed to work on my master thesis. I mean, it's not going great. Let's not talk about it. I'm doing something for that, but like way too slowly. But anyways, I have procrastinated more and redecorated some corners of my flat. So I did something I was unsure of before. I didn't quite know if I actually wanted to do it, but I thought about it a lot. Making a huge deal out of it, even though it's not. But I cut apart a book, and I feel like, especially as a booktuber, you're not supposed to do that, but I feel like I got even more value out of it doing this than I did before. Like, I cut apart Women Don't Know You're Pretty by Florence Given, and I love that book. I read it, I annotated it, I did the entire thing. But now I cut it apart and that hurt my soul so bad. I mean, I'm gonna buy myself a second copy, so everything's good. The publishing industry is profiting off of that. So, well, I cut it apart so I could like put the images, the illustrations up on the wall, because I love them so much, and my hallway was so boring before. It was primarily white before with a little bit of like wood colours, so I put the illustrations up, and on one hand they are quite colourful, and normally I love muted colours, like I love dark tones, but these like orangey and red and like pinkish colours are so pretty. And also like the actual words on the pages are so true, and I need to be reminded of them. And I want people that are coming into my flat to be reminded of that, or to learn about that. So I feel like the book served a very big purpose for me. Like, I feel like we are on good terms, the book and I, even though I cut it apart. That's what I was trying to tell you. Yeah. And then also the wall in my hallway on which I hung most of the images is like opposite to my shower curtain, and that sounds strange, but I mean obviously the bathroom door is between that. But my shower curtains were also quite colourful. Like, this is the before, and I feel like those shower curtains are nice, right? I mean, I'm getting a lot of compliments on them, but I feel like they are a bit too, like, playful for my liking. Like, they look cute, but I don't want cute. So I exchanged it for this black one. I feel like it looks very mysterious to have a huge black curtain separating like one of your rooms. Because when you first go in there, you can't really tell that there's a shower behind there. So, but I feel like that is more me. And also it's not too colourful anymore, because like all of the colours from the shower curtain, as well as the new like colours of the illustrations on the wall, that was too much for me. I don't like that. So right now it looks more sophisticated. Even though at the same time, like, putting up a lot of images on your wall always reminds me of like your youth room when you had like posters of, I don't know, One Direction, or like movie stars, I don't know, whom people liked. I mean, I had a lot of One Direction and High School Musical posters up on my wall, as well as like Miley Cyrus, stuff like that. But I mean, I still have, to be quite frank, wait, let me turn you around. I still have Harry Styles as well as Youngblood hung up on my wall, so I never quite left that phase. And I also ordered myself some dresses on ASOS, even though I'm wearing the exact same one I've been wearing in last week's vlog, because, I don't know, this dress is comfortable. Okay, I've been talking so much, and I feel like my list of like stuff to tell you is still so long. In the beginning of the week, I finished a book I was talking to you about briefly in the end of like the last vlog. So let's go and search for it on my like bookshelf. It is yellow, so let's look like in the yellow segment of my bookshelf. It's here, but where? Oh no, I put it here. Like, I finished this book. Maybe you should talk to someone. This angle is great, right? So I finished this tome of a book. I don't know if it looks that huge to you, but like, look how big it is. The format of the book is pretty huge. It has like 420-ish pages, so a normal length, but a huge format. This book is so bright. Like this it works, but no, this is not working. Like, okay, I annotated it, I liked it, I gave it 4 stars, but I'm gonna talk to you at a later point, because right now I feel like I already talked to you enough, and I don't want the entirety of this vlog to happen on like one singular day. I'm gonna prepare all of the food that I'm gonna bring to the group members' home. So like, the brownies are already done, like there. So now I still need to do everything else, and then maybe do some like laptop work, like thesis stuff, and maybe editing videos. So goodbye for now. I'm sorry that it took me so long to catch you up, but I didn't have any social interaction yet. You are the first people I'm talking to today. Thanks for that, but now bye. So this is the food I'm bringing to our little gathering. I purchased some bread and I just baked it in the oven, so it smells so good right now. And then I cut up some watermelon, and I'm also bringing the vegan brownies I made. I don't have a recipe for that because I just put some stuff together in a bowl that I think should be in a vegan brownie. I didn't use eggs, but instead I used applesauce. That always works pretty great. So those, they are so tasty, in my opinion at least. I hope the others are also gonna enjoy them. And then I also purchased this dip, as well as these like veggie salamis. I haven't tried them before, but I feel like they make for great finger food, right? I don't know. So now I just need to find a bag that is big enough, as well as lids for the pots. So that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, I should go now. I feel like I'm already late again, but what is new?
hinzugehen, muss ich sagen. Das hat mir nicht so viel Spaß gemacht.
Ich habe mich da zusammen mit Laura aus unserer Kohorte angemeldet.
Oh, die kenne ich gar nicht. Wer ist das denn?
Doch, Laura aus unserer Kohorte kennst du.
Nächster Halt, Gutwalker Straße. Ausstieg links.
Good morning and happy Friday. I had quite a long day yesterday. I think I came home at like midnight. But I had so much fun. It was so cool hanging out with 3 people at the same time. I'm not used to that anymore, like in a private context, not in a uni work context. I think I might have included a clip of the table, right? And there wasn't even all the food that was there. It was so cool. And people really enjoyed the brownies, so that made me really happy. Yeah, well, that was so good. And today is also going to be a very social day because I'm about to head off to go to uni. We were supposed to meet at like 12, but then one friend wrote in the WhatsApp group that she's not gonna make it at noon and that instead she's gonna arrive at like 1:45 because her trains are not departing that regularly. So with that I answered, oh, it's okay, I'm also in a hurry. And the other friend, like the third one, we're meeting in a group of 3. She said that she's still waiting for the posts person to arrive, so it was actually in all of our favours, and due to very different reasons and in very different circumstances, we are all happy that we're delaying our meeting. Yeah. So I still had time to eat breakfast, ate a bagel, and after uni I'm meeting another friend and we're probably ordering food. So that's cool. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. I think I still have like, let's check the clock. It is 10 to 12. I think I have to leave in like 15 minutes, so that still gives me time to hoover and bring like some trash. I'm showing you the most unorganized, dirty corner in my entire flat. I still have to bring that down into the cellar, but everything else looks fine in here. So, and I still need to pack my bag. Okay. Well, see you at uni, I think. Okay, wait, I wanted to mention something else. Yesterday, my entire TikTok For You page basically has been spammed with like In the Heights content. So, the musical, or like the musical film by Lin-Manuel Miranda. And like, there's one line from Blackout. If you are in the musical theatre scene and or a TikTok user, you probably know which part of the song I'm talking about. Like this, you barely even danced with me, don't make me laugh, I've been trying all night, you've been shaking your ass for like half of the heights. That part. So I've been obsessed with that song, like Blackout. And no joke, yesterday when I went to see the friend that I was visiting, I've been listening to that song non-stop, and it was a good like 45-minute train ride. So yeah, if you don't know that song yet, give it a try. I don't know what kind of drug is in there, but that one line so good, and everything else also very good song. Okay, but now for real, let's go to uni.
Wie oft hast du denn noch deinen Baumotor?
Planen Sie Ihre Route auf hvv.de oder in der HVV-App.
Hello people, happy Saturday. I'm in a little bit of a rush. I need to go out, so whilst I'm talking to you, I need to grab my shoes because I'm meeting Monya at the train station because, well, she participated in a study that I'm doing at work and now it's a year later, so her follow-up appointment is happening today, so we're gonna do that. So, well, in actuality I'm going to work, but whoa, what is this? But I'm also meeting her, so that's cool. The best of both worlds. My hair is such a mess today, but I have no time to make it any better, so I'm gonna put on my shoes. But, well, let me fill you in on what happened yesterday. Yesterday I was at uni and I met two friends and we worked on our master theses. And afterwards I met another friend and then we went to my place and watched all of the now available episodes of Too Hot to Handle, as well as Grey's Anatomy and Scrubs. So that was cool. And now I'm meeting Monya at work and then we're gonna go into the city and probably go to a bookstore and have a nice Saturday. Hello. It's been quite a few days since I filmed the last clip for this video. To be quite frank, it's the end of July. But I've been so busy with uni stuff and work stuff that I didn't have the chance to film this outro clip or even begin editing this 7th weekly vlog. I think this is week 7 I've been putting out on this channel, but whatever, I still want to put this video out, so this is going to be the last segment that I'm filming for this video. And I don't think I've mentioned it in this video, or at least not a lot. I finished the book that week, believe it or not. I finished Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng. I don't have that book with me. I don't own that book in its physical form, so I can't show you, but this is the cover. I can't seem to remember a lot about the plot or my feelings towards the book. I know that it was kind of mediocre, and I obviously still know that it was about a Korean American family that dealt with the sudden death of her oldest daughter. She was found dead in a lake, and there were people wondering what happened to her, and then us seeing a lot of history with the parents and with the birth of her two other siblings. I think she had a younger sister as well as a younger brother. She definitely had a brother. No, he was definitely old. He was older. He was going to college. So yeah, we were seeing a lot of family issues and topics that dealt with immigration and racism and womanhood, and being a mom played quite a big role in the story. And I think that was great. But I definitely would have wanted more from the story. I remember that. I loved the discussions that Celeste Ng tried to have with the reader, but I think I could have used a little more depth. But let me just read to you my Goodreads review, which I wrote on June 17th, 3.5 stars. This book gives an insight into the life of a seemingly ordinary family that unexpectedly has a lot of unresolved issues under the surface. While I think that the character dynamics were fairly complex, I wanted the story to have more of a meaning in the greater scheme. Right after closing the book, I initially only felt an urgent feeling of hopelessness, which left me wanting more. From what I remember, it had quite the tragic ending, right? But maybe I don't remember correctly. My memory is all over the place at the moment, which is not good. But yeah, my deadline to end my master thesis is going closer and closer. Okay, I'm so sorry that it took me this long to edit this video and to put it out to you guys, but I still hope you had fun with the video. I'm definitely gonna have a lot of fun like looking back at what I did in the beginning of June or like the middle of June or whatever, because I can't remember a lot that happened. So it's going to be an experience for the both of us. It was an experience for you because you arrived here and so complicated filming videos with like time differences. Okay. Let me say goodbye to you. I'm so thankful that you watched up until the end, and yeah, as I already mentioned, I hope you had fun. Talk to you in the next video. Goodbye.